Okay, we should be live. You should be able to see my presentation. Let me just quickly double check one thing before we jump in. So I cannot see your questions. Okay, we should be live. 1 second. You should be able to see my presentation. Okay. Let me just quickly double. Okay, that should be good. We shouldn't be having double sound. There we go. Faye, are y'all good? It says you raised your hand. So Christine, if you can answer questions in the Zoom, that would be great. If not, I will check in periodically. When I have the presentation up, I can't see anything. I can't even see my own video, so it's just the presentation. So I'm going to go through that content and then we will go from there. So you should be able to see my cover page and my video. That's what we need. So thank you for being here. I have to say, what a humbling and amazing experience this week was. I literally had so much fun following along the meal plan with you guys, answering your questions, doing the daily video and worksheet for you. We're going to recap some of that shortly, but I really do want to just say from the bottom of my heart, thank you for being here live with me. And thank you for taking this time out of your week to spend it with me. I know everyone has a lot going on in their lives, and for you to be able to take that time to make the recipes and do this Kickstart for yourself, it's an amazing, amazing thing. And yeah, so let's just get started. We're going to be here for a while. It'll at least take an hour, but probably a little bit longer. So settle in and get comfortable, get some tea, and listen up, because we have a lot of really amazing information to cover. And I've done, I don't even know how many of these webinars before, and they just keep getting better with time. So without further ado, let's jump into things. And I will just introduce myself really briefly for anyone that doesn't already know what I do or what Ground Nutrition is all about. So here I am, Whitney Page. I founded Grounded Nutrition in 2009. I'm a registered holistic nutritionist. I graduated from the Canadian School of Natural Nutrition in Vancouver, BC in 2009. And ever since, I've been working full-time as a holistic nutritionist. So I have worked with hundreds of thousands of people from all over the world, guiding them back to their natural states of vibrancy. I'm a really firm believer that we all are healthy and vibrant from the inside. We just need to uncover it. Again, we are born this way. We've done some damage over the years, so it just takes some time to rediscover our natural state. So that's my job. I really have a passion for making healthy living simple. As you can see, the recipes were all really simple this week. The worksheets, simple concepts, but super powerful, fun, which I hope you had, and achievable. This shouldn't be something that feels super far out of reach. It's totally possible when you commit to it. My mission is to empower you with knowledge, not only about nutrition, but about that truth and excitement for life that is deep within all of us. Yes, okay, here we go. What you're about to discover is how to set achievable health goals that will allow your body to feel energized and find its natural weight. But first, let's quickly recap the Kickstart and the daily worksheet. So I'm actually going to pull up a few of those worksheets. So if you just give me 1 second, I'm going to share another screen. Let's go with this one. All right, so we got a lot of stuff up here, but that's okay. Okay, there we go. Okay, so you should be able to see this. I'm going to make it full screen so it's not confusing. And go like this. All right, so these were our worksheets that we did for the week. We had day 1, which was the grounded lifestyle assessment. So I had you assess where you felt you were at in all areas of your life. I hope by the end of this week, and I hope if and when we continue to work together, whether it's through another free challenge or through our multiple programs and things that we have, that you can increase those numbers and find a healthy balance that works for you. We also assessed how you felt towards your health, your body, your life. We talked lots about creating awareness around your habits and health. That was day 2. Day 3, we talked a lot about priorities. We decluttered your day, we reassessed things, and helped put things into perspective. It's really surprising once we do these simple activities, and again, I do them on my own often, where I have to check in with myself and see where I might be distracting myself, where I might be out of whack, and how to realign things so I can always be, serving my mission and my path. Day 4, we talked about why you did this Kickstart, why you want to live a more vibrant lifestyle, and why health is important to you. And then day 5, I asked you to share some of your biggest insights that you gained from this Kickstart. I'm just going to share my screen back to here. Darn toolbar. There we go. Okay. So we talked about what you gained from this week. And if you didn't get a chance to comment on the daily videos, I'm going to be giving away a 1-year membership to our premium membership to our weekly meal plans. I'll be giving that away this weekend once everybody has had a chance to comment on the videos. If you stick around for this webinar until the end, I'm giving away another really cool prize. It's not a membership, it's something physical, tangible that you'll be able to get in the mail and hold. So stick around until the end of the webinar and you will be entered to win that really amazing prize. So let's quickly go over what, to me, the vibrant lifestyle is, and why I'm so passionate about it, and what it can do for you. So most people walk around their daily life feeling bloated, overweight, they have headaches, they're popping pills all the time, whether they're pharmaceutical or over the counter, impatient, brain fog, tired, weak, negative, gossipy, having cravings, having fluctuations, having something that's super common that I don't even have in here is people feel really overwhelmed, especially with diet and nutrition, which we're going to be talking about tonight, because there is millions of different, philosophies out there, and it can be super debilitating when you hear one person telling you one thing and another person telling you the complete opposite. And which creates negativity and anxiety. So what can happen, and I've seen it happen to hundreds of thousands of people, including myself. I am my biggest testimonial, but I have people over the years that have reversed type 2 diabetes, that have been rendered unable to get pregnant and have got pregnant within a few months. There's been people that have lost 100 pounds. There have been clients that I've had that have just completely transformed their lives, going from working jobs that they hated, living a life that they hated, to doing these steps and the work to transform their life into something that they love and are so passionate about. I've seen clients that I've worked with go from doing jobs that they really didn't enjoy to becoming holistic nutritionists and figuring out that teaching people how to live vibrantly is their passion as well. And what happens when you break through that wall, and you lift that fog, you lift those clouds that are weighing on you, you can feel energized and vibrant without coffee and sugar and all of these extra things. You can eat carbs and you don't have to be afraid of food. You feel positive. You have patience with your kids and your coworkers and your spouse. You have a clear mind, glowing skin. You don't have the need to feel like you have to do all of these things from the outside to reach that place of feeling like you're worthy. You'll be more motivated and loving and strong and abundant and balanced and focused and grateful. So that is the whole purpose of Grounded Nutrition, and what this Kickstart was meant to do was to give you a glimpse of what it can be like to live in the clear. It's not an overnight thing, like I've said many times, but it is so possible. So the main reasons that you're not able to live and reside in this clear zone for the indefinite future, forever, because there's so many people that will get on track, and then things will come up, stress will overtake their life, and they will get back to an old lifestyle that doesn't serve them. And it's this vicious cycle, and it holds people back from achieving their health goals and weight loss goals. And as much as I don't love talking about weight loss, because that's not the main focus of what I do, it is something that so many people struggle with, especially women. And I'm going to dive more into the details of why there's such a struggle with that, both emotionally and physically, and help, give you some tools on how to find your natural weight without completely destroying yourself in the process. Okay, so the reason we struggle, that's what we're going to be talking about first, is the 10 reasons of why we're not able to live in this vibrant world full time. And I really think that this is going to help shift your perspective and slingshot you into a world of opportunity. So let's dive into it. So the big thing is, like I said a couple minutes ago, we get totally overwhelmed with the information that is coming at us from Dr. Oz, Oprah, Facebook, our friend selling this thing, our friend selling that thing, our friend that took this course, our spouse or whatever. It is just like bombardment, and it's just getting more and more abundant with people sharing things. Every time I turn around, somebody has a new quick fix, lose 10 pounds in 10 days. They have this new pill you can take, this new drink you can drink, this new whatever. And I'm not saying those things are horrible. I think they are definitely stepping stones from a certain level of health. I don't think we should swear off everything, but my point is that if something's claiming magic and it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. And we really need to be skeptical of things that we have to spend a lot of money on that aren't necessarily things we would be deficient in nature. So we need food to live. That's why my main focus is food. It's not some sort of pill or potion that we need to take, because we don't naturally need those to thrive. So my rule of thumb is that if it has a TV commercial, it's probably not a long-term solution. So things that they're advertising to us is not something, like I'll use Weight Watchers, for instance. That's never a long-term solution. They've been around for literally years and years and years. And if it worked, they'd go out of business. And it's just one of those things that keep sucking people in, and it's not a long-term solution. So foods, we get duped a lot of times. And like I was saying, there's all of these shakes and potions and things out there that are advertising themselves as being healthy and natural. And we're forgetting about the necessities, the whole food, plant-based foods that we enjoyed and ate this week. So it's smart to trust people that are practicing what they preach and getting the long-term results that you desire for yourself. So the reason I feel that I'm a credible source for information is, like I said, I've been practicing this full-time since 2009. I have reached people from all over the world, worked with people one-on-one in retreat settings, in online settings, in person, in workshops. I've done it all. And I've seen people get amazing results, and I live those results day to day in my life. And that should be a reason to trust me, because here I am showing up with those health results that you might desire for yourself. So find sources that make sense and resonate deeply with you. This is a point I just really want to quickly make, because when we have that feeling of overwhelm, and if you are any type of person that analyzes things and then you shut down because it's like overdrive and you're just like, oh my God, I don't even know what to think anymore, so I'm just going to stick with my comfort zone. If you're one of those people that feels like you're analyzing everything and it's not adding up, what I want you to do is check in with yourself and see what resonates with you. There's not one answer for everybody, all 7 billion people on this planet. Everybody has is going through a different walk of life. And if what I say resonates with you, if it's attractive to you, if it feels intriguing to you, then stick with me. If you hate my guts and you are so put off by me, then maybe what I'm saying isn't for you yet, or maybe it never will be. And that's okay, because there's millions of other teachers out there. So if, what I say is any way, any form resonating with you, then stick with me, because we focus on holistic health and that's what we do. Okay, so next slide. I hope everyone's doing okay. I want to check my phone, but I don't want to mess up my internet connection because it's kind of weak as it is. But let's see if we are getting any hits here in the... What I say is... There we go. Anyway. Okay, we have some people joining. That's fantastic. In the Facebook group, hi everybody. And in Zoom, if you have any questions, Christine is going to do her best to let me know, and I will definitely address them at the end or take a little intermission to do so. Okay, so let's talk about unrealistic expectations, because this is something I see on a daily basis. People will do a 5-day kickstart, for instance, and if you didn't get that quick fix that you maybe have expected from past things that you have tried, you might be let down or you might feel frustrated. And the reason why we don't get immediate results is because it's unrealistic to think that. You're not factoring all the past damage that has been done on your body through the environment, through food choices, through emotional health, through all of these things. You need to give your body time to heal. And that's when all of the health transformations that you could ever dream of, and I'm just going to talk about a few things that I have experienced change in my life that I never thought much about, that I didn't even think were really health problems to begin with, because I lived with them for so long. Things like when I started living this lifestyle, I stopped eating a lot of inflammatory foods and animal products, and I started eating the foods that we ate this week. I stopped getting razor burn, and on my armpits, if anywhere that I shaved, I used to get like bumps and razor burn. That completely went away. My bowel movements became regular and never forced and never painful. And in the past, I was always constipated, and it was never a pleasant experience having a bowel movement. And I know that's gross to talk about, but it's something we all live with every day. We should be pooping every day, and it needs to be. The taboo needs to be, the stigma needs to be removed from bowel movements. And you'll learn over the years, if you stick with me, that it's a passion of mine, because it's the initial reason I got into holistic health. And I really feel like it's an underrated topic that needs to be talked more about. Other things that I noticed was my energy levels became stable. I didn't have that afternoon slump anymore. Now that I have a breastfeeding toddler that sleeps with me, and I have a lot more interruptions in my sleep at night, I am a tired mom, but I don't wake up, and I haven't drank coffee in over 10 years. I haven't even had a sip of coffee. I haven't had alcohol in almost that many years as well. And I don't need those stimulants in my life anymore because I have the green juice, because I have the whole plant-based meals. So even though I'm tired sometimes, I need to have a rest or a nap, I don't need to depend on Red Bulls to get me through the day. Other things that I've really noticed in my life are just the amount of compassion and patience that I can have for other people and myself when I'm going through a hard time. And these are all things that I attribute to the grounded lifestyle. So, and the next topic, I used to compare myself to other people, to all of these different things all the time. And when I fully embraced the lifestyle that I live now, that all dissipated. I stopped feeling like I wasn't good enough, like my body wasn't perfect enough, like the lumps and bumps I had were bad and wrong. That feeling went away. So when you have unrealistic expectations and you're constantly comparing yourself to other people's results or physical appearance, you're going to set yourself up for complete disaster where you're always feeling unworthy and you're always feeling like crap. And that won't motivate you to live a healthy lifestyle because you'll never feel good enough. So my biggest advice to you is, and we're going to get into the alternatives to what these issues are. I'll be talking about how you can counteract them. So I won't get into too much detail with that yet. But obviously understand that these ads are photoshopped and that genetics do play a role in, for instance, I'm 5'6". There's people that are 6 feet, and then there's people, my sister, she's 5'3", I think. People are 4'9". We vary so much in height and genetics. So comparing yourselves to a 6-foot model when you're 5'2", obviously you're going to be setting yourself up for some disappointment in the leg department or whatever it may be. So I just want to quickly put that out there because men and women are constantly comparing themselves and it can really make you feel crappy. So another point I want to make is our body has its own natural weight that it thrives at. Lots of times I will have a client come in and they'll say, I want to weigh 115 pounds. And yet they're 6 feet tall and their natural weight might be 130 pounds or 140 pounds. And that's where their body thrives, where all their organs are functioning optimally. So you have to understand that your body will thrive at a natural weight. And it will be able to sustain and maintain that weight. And it might not be the exact number that you have on the scale. And I always think of those before and after pictures people post when they start working out, where they're 120 pounds before they started and they're all skin and bones. And then they're 140 pounds after, but they look way healthier and muscular and lean and all of these things. And really the number on the scale doesn't say much about our health. It doesn't say much about our personality. It doesn't say anything about that. And it's not a very good tool to use to measure your worth in life. I honestly, I'll just give you a quick story. I'm not going to ramble too much tonight. I'll try not to. We're 23 minutes in. But I do feel like we spent the week together and it's really fun to recap and dive even deeper in this webinar. So I am going to talk about experiences that I have that I think are inspiring. I swore off using a scale many years ago because I just never had a healthy relationship with it. It never made me feel good when I stood on the scale, even if it said the number that I wanted. And I just had this really distorted, I really suffered with body dysmorphia, and I never saw my body for what other people saw it for. So when I quit using the scale, it really changed my life because I didn't have that judgment anymore placed on whether I was good enough. Even throughout my entire pregnancy, I didn't weigh myself once. And I have no idea how much weight I gained throughout my pregnancy, and it doesn't really matter because I had a healthy pregnancy, a healthy baby, and that is just one tool they can use. I had other things that we utilized to track the baby's growth and health, like measuring my belly and things like that. And I can say it reduced a lot of anxiety and stress. So I just wanted to put that out there, that scales are, in my opinion, like total last century, and we should not be using them anymore. Okay, so many people, when they want to lose weight, when they want to get healthy, when they want to feel better, they instantly think and exercise. I need to join a boot camp. I need to force myself a lot of times to, even though they're exhausted, they're tired, they're not feeling good, that the gym is the answer. And I'm not saying that exercise isn't the answer, because it is definitely part of the equation, but it's not the whole picture. So many people over exercise and totally burn themselves out. And I was one of those people, hugely. I trained for a marathon. I ran miles and miles a day. I was constantly, I don't know what I was running from. Well, I do, but I won't get into that tonight. I was constantly trying to better myself with the gym, with boot camps, with taking classes. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with that if you're doing it for the right reason. But if you're doing it to force your body to look like something, like an ad that you saw, you might want to reconsider, because believe it or not, exercise sometimes does halt our results from feeling vibrant, because we can have adrenal burnout, and exercise only tends to amplify that. If we push our bodies too hard, it's really important to find a unique balance for yourself with exercise. In my case, I have 4 dogs, I have a pet pig, I have a toddler. My favorite way of exercising is going for a daily walk. So I walk all my dogs on a leash, and we go for hikes or trail walks or whatever it is. And that's my one constant form of exercise in my life. Then I do things like different styles of yoga. Sporadically, I bike in the summertime. We're getting cross-country skis this winter. We do forms of exercise that are enjoyable to us, and I encourage you to find things that are enjoyable to you. And that will change as you age, as you go through life. Sometimes that does look like a boot camp, and sometimes that looks like deep breathing. And it's important that you tune in and recognize when you're pushing yourself in a way that maybe you shouldn't, because it can really hold you back. Okay, let's quickly talk about hormones, because exercise can influence our hormones. And when we are not at a healthy weight, whether we are overweight or we're underweight, it really impacts our hormones. Our hormones are not just, if you're female, your period, it's your thyroid, your adrenal glands. There's a lot of glands in our body that influence our health, our energy levels. And if our hormones are out of balance, it will be impossible to feel your best, plain and simple. So balancing your hormones is very, very, very crucial and important. And the only way to do that is from the inside out, with nutrition and a holistic lifestyle. Okay, so quick note, weight loss and health is 80% diet and 20% exercise. So if you are trying to feel good, only eating healthy isn't going to do it, and only exercising isn't do it. You got to do both. You can't cancel either of them out. And nutrition is way more effective than exercise when it comes to your body thriving, finding its natural weight. Like I said, I used to exercise and I weighed, I don't know, because I don't know what I weigh anymore, but my body type and the clothes that I wore were way bigger than what I use now, because I wasn't eating healthy. I was eating things like thinking chicken was healthy for me, like lean beef was healthy for me, like skim milk was healthy for me. I'm going to actually go through a list pretty soon about the foods that I thought were healthy that you may think are healthy. Low calorie dressings, packaged foods that were 100 calorie packs, tuna. I was eating all of these things and exercising like a maniac, drinking coffee because I was so exhausted. My digestion was completely destroyed and I was a wreck. And when I switched my focus to eating how I eat now, the plant-based green smoothies, the green juices, salads, the whole fiber-rich, healthy meals, my whole entire life transformed before my eyes. So, okay, I think I already put this slide. Yes, I did. So let's just quickly talk about meat and hormones. So, like I said, I was eating, chicken, ground beef. What else did I have on my menu a lot? Pork, tuna, and dairy products and cheese. And I was eating, I was draining off the fat, and I was following all the rules of how to eat meat in a healthy way. And I still felt like crap. I know other people too, they're eating, humanely raised, which in my opinion, there's really no humane way to kill something, but that's another topic for another day. The hormones that we consume in those animal products influence our hormones in our body. So when you slaughter an animal, they release huge amounts of adrenaline that pump into all their muscles that we consume when we consume their byproducts. Another thing is that when we drink dairy products, that's made to grow a baby calf into a large cow. And that is done through calories and hormones and growth hormone. And when we're ingesting that, it's influencing our health. So as much as we really want to believe that meat is going to give us the protein that we need, which we'll be talking about in a few seconds, giving us the strength that we need, the strength and the protein actually comes from green foods. And I have this book right here, which is really funny, Green for Life. And protein, the most usable sources out there are from plants. So do I have this slide? Okay, let's jump to this slide. So protein's a bigger issue than we think. It's actually, in most people, causing a huge amount of issues because people are consuming way more than they need in the wrong sources of it. So most people that eat a standard diet, so a lower carb, higher protein is really promoted in the mainstream. And a lot of people, if you're working out, your personal trainer might recommend that you have 100 grams of protein per day, for instance. And what the World Health Organization recommends, and what I personally recommend, is the World Health Organization recommendations. Men and women that are not lactating or pregnant or excessively exercising or children growing should be consuming 5% of their calories from protein. Pregnant women, people that exercise a lot, should be consuming 6, and then children is just a little bit higher percentage than that. So that works out to, let's say for a woman, this is a high, most people don't eat 2,500 calories a day. I can say I definitely do. For my energy level, or for my lifestyle, I definitely need 2,500 calories a day to sustain my energy. So we'll use me as an example. You would only need, if you're wanting 5% of your calories from protein, you'd only need 32 grams of protein. I can easily get that in a smoothie and my juice in the day, or just in one of my meals. That doesn't include adding a bunch of protein powder or tofu or other things like that. That's just from whole plant-based foods, adding some hemp seeds in my salad dressing, adding a few nuts or seeds on my salad, and putting, all my fruit and veggies into my smoothies. I can easily reach 32 to 50 grams of protein, no problem. So the issue when we're consuming mass amounts of protein in protein powder, in isolated sources like whey protein or things like that, through meat, through all of these sources that are so promoted to us, it's high in protein and low in blah, blah, blah. What happens is really hard on our organs. It's hard on our liver. It's hard. How many people do I know a lot, but it's because I'm in the health care industry without a gallbladder. So many people have their gallbladders that have been taken out, their appendixes that have been taken out, have fatty liver disease, have all of these organ issues that are going on, have type 2 diabetes. This is from the excess protein, excess life, like the excess of everything that we do in our life. People excessively, consume on all levels, and that is the main contributing cause of our health problems. So when we can cut back on that excess, thinking more is better, more is better, more is better, you are going to completely transform your life. Moving away from that mentality, though, is something that takes a lot of courage and a lot of practice and a lot of accountability and a lot of support. Okay, let's go back a couple of slides. Let's talk about stress quickly. So stress is hugely a common factor that people are living with in our world. It's abundant in everyone's life, whether it's financial stress or physical stress, emotional stress. We are chemically stressed all the time. If you're living in a city, the water that you're drinking, the air that you're breathing, the thoughts that you're thinking, the food that you're eating is either stressing your body or healing your body. And I'm going to say a majority of people have a lot more stress in their lives than they realize. And that is a huge factor that holds us back from really thriving. Okay, one more. Sorry, my numbers got a little bit wonky when I revised this presentation, but the information is there. So if you're really analytical like that, ignore me, because I'm a total quick start, big thinker, and detail work is not my forte. So I just want to put that out there and have a quick drink. So let's talk now about quality over quantity, because so many people, including myself in the past, thought that if I could restrict my calorie intake, that if I could create a calorie deficit, if I could work out and burn off that piece of cheesecake from Boston Pizza that I ate, or that pizza that I ate, I was winning. If I could get through a day where I had 800 calories or 1,000 calories, I was on top. That was my mentality. If I could restrict, the more, the better. So what's the problem with this? That's been like the cool thing to do for most people, have a meal replacement shake, have this meal suppressant, take this thing to block carbs or to block fat or whatever it is. And we have all of these things that have been created over the years as these quick fix ways to increase our restriction. And what happens is, it completely confuses your body, because it's not a natural thing for your body to be in starvation mode all the time. It will trigger all of these hormone sequences to think that you're being starved. And then when you do end up eating, your body will hold on to it as reserves. So next time you go into starvation mode, because we go in cycles with it, because the holiday's coming up and you need to lose 10 pounds before you go to Mexico, you'll put your body back into starvation mode by restriction. It confuses your body and will wreak havoc on every system in your body. And the reason it will not work long term is because your body will no longer trust you. So the way to counter this is by focusing on the quality of food that you're eating. And I'm not going to go into a ton of detail on that, but if you're really focused on spending the least amount of money and eating the least amount of calories, I can tell you right now, you're not going to feel good. If you are focusing on eating high quality food and spending having a budget for groceries that's realistic, so you can eat organic food, so you can eat unprocessed food. And I have to say, eating healthy isn't that expensive, especially if you eat simple foods. It's when you get into the supplements and you get into adding a bunch of complexities to your diet where the price really jacks up. But when you're focused on eating simple whole foods, it's really not that expensive. So real food, whole simple foods are in their natural state. So things that you could harvest from your garden and foods that you can recognize in the state they're in. So eating a potato instead of a potato chip, simple things like that. And I know we have this question all the time. Actually, I'm not going to get into that right now. Let's just keep going with this. So fake food is made in a factory and it burdens the body whenever it's consumed. So watch out for real food imposters. So if you go to the store, the companies are catching on that people are looking for more natural foods. So everything is health wash nowadays. Everything is plastered a label on it that says all natural, GMO free, organic. And a lot of times none of those statements are actually true because they're not regulated and they can get away with a lot of statements that are just hogwash. So if your body recognizes what you're eating, if your body can utilize and digest it, it's not going to affect you in a negative way. So I just want to give you a quick example. For instance, if you were to choose a fruit of choice that really digests well with you, strawberries, a banana, an apple, something that digests well. And think of the calories that are in that food. So let's use a banana, for example, just because it's easy. It's about 100 calories a banana. If you were to include, and let's just say you're not allergic to them, they're healthy and feel good in your body. You eat a banana a day for a year straight and add that to your normal meals that you're having. If you're eating 100 calories extra a day, some people would think that that's going to be accumulative and you're going to gain weight over time if you're not burning it off. Even 10 bananas a day, so that would be 1,000 calories extra a day, versus eating a Diet Coke a day or a diet soda, which is 0 calories, 0 carbs, 0 everything. What's going to happen is if you ate diet pop every single day, it would affect your health way more negatively than eating a whole food addition once a day, even though the diet pop is 0 calories and the food that you're eating is 100 calories. So calories mean nothing. It's 100% what your body recognizes as food. I hope my sleep-deprived brain is making sense of these things. You might notice I'm a little bit lost for a few words. Violet's popping her eye teeth right now and honestly hasn't slept well and deep for like 4 nights, and I'm running on very little sleep lately. So just want to put that out there that I'm normally not this scatterbrained. So some examples of fake foods are refined sugar, like white, I don't even know what the brand is anymore, just Rogers, I think, like just sugar you buy at the grocery store, which is added to so many things, high fructose corn syrup. Any processed junk food is going to be laden with sugar. I like to make my own treats because then I know, we use dates, we use maple syrup, we use coconut sugar in some of our recipes. I don't think sugar is a bad food, but I like to know where it's coming from and how much I'm putting into my food myself versus trusting some company to lace it into all of their foods. Pop or soda, coffee, refined wheat and flour are fake foods. Salt. So, table salt, iodized table salt, and salt, again, added to like processed meats and added to so many packaged foods. Alcohol, dairy, processed meats, and prepackaged foods are examples of fake foods. Some examples of real foods are fresh fruits and veggies, homemade, organic foods like that you made all week. I have hundreds of those recipes. I'm not exaggerating. Every single week, I put out a new grounded meal plan, which has over 20 recipes. It has a breakfast smoothie, a lunch salad, a grounded dinner recipe. We have weekly treats, like the clusters that you tried, muffins, cookies, all made, simple ingredients, easy, quick to make. We put that out every single week. Fresh juices, homemade smoothies, salads with quick homemade dressings. And you've seen, if you watch my prep video, I have a few packaged things in my fridge, in my pantry. It's about balance. It's not about being perfect. And it's about transitioning. It's just about taking those steps and learning what you can handle. Which I'll talk about in other webinars, but there's different stages of health. There's like healing and detox and cleansing. There's building when you're pregnant or have done all the cleansing work and you need to rebuild. And then there's maintenance. And food's going to look a little bit different in all three of those categories. For me right now, breastfeeding, I had a pregnancy, 20 months ago. I am still in a building phase where Violet is taking from my body. Whereas before I got pregnant, I was in a really big healing and detox and cleansing phase, and my diet looked different. And once she weans, I will probably rebuild and then do a little bit of detoxing and cleansing and tweaking, and then I'll go into a maintenance mode where I just need to maintain. So those are the three categories of health. Okay, so after this slide, or the next one, I'm going to check in and address any questions. I hope everyone's comfortable and doing okay and finding some enjoyment in our conversation. Okay, so if you are stuck in your comfort zone, it's really common. We all do it. It's again, nothing that I talk about is static. Everything is always flowing and changing. And the point of this webinar is to bring up topics that make sense to you, that you can relate to. It's not black and white. It's not perfect and not good enough. It's flow. It's about moving and seeing what you can relate to. So it's really, really common to just get comfortable settling for where you're at, especially if you have a family, if you're just, kind of plugging along at life. If you have a job, if you have everything going on, you feel maybe not great, but you could feel a lot worse. So it's easy to just kind of reside in that place, but you have this always nagging feeling of like, wow, I know things could change, but it's a little bit scary. And then fear really can hold us back from making that change, because what if you can't do it? What if things don't change? What if, you get made fun of? What if? There's like a million reasons why we can choose not to do this. The main ones I hear are, I don't have enough money. What if my family doesn't like the food? What if I don't like the food? What if I, lose friends? It could just go on and on and on. And I have to say, all of those things are experiences that can come up, but they're 100% things that can be dealt with, especially if you have a support system. I've gone the complete opposite direction of how I was raised, of what society does, of what our culture deems as normal. I started a business when I was 19, 20 years old, helping 80-year-old, 3-year-old, anywhere in between people transform their health. I had a home birth where I didn't have an ultrasound my entire pregnancy, for reasons that, again, are for a completely different webinar. But I do things against the grain. And the point I'm trying to make is that does not come without some serious backlash. People get uncomfortable when you do things outside of their comfort zone, when you live a life that they realize, oh, that's possible, I'm not doing it, one of us has to be wrong, and they start to, get conflicted it makes people's backs go up and it can cause conflict. And I just want to say that it can all be resolved. I've been through lots of experiences where I have made people, have to face things, and it's gotten a lot easier to deal with as I've matured and evolved throughout this lifestyle. And I can honestly say nowadays, not much ruffles my feathers because I'm living in a path and in alignment with my truth. And again, like I said in a couple of the videos this week, there's really no path for everyone. You have to find your own truth. And that's really what the grounded lifestyle is all about. So when we aren't feeling well and we are stuck in our comfort zone, it's really easy to get caught up in what everyone else is doing. It's really easy to get caught up in scrutinizing yourself in the mirror, focusing on the problem in the world or with yourself, comparing yourself. It's really easy to hold yourself back. That's, again, if you're on that fence where it's like you have been there before, you went out of your comfort zone, you did this kickstart, you're needing to take that next step, stick with me because I want to help you live a life where you feel passionate about. I want to help you find a relationship with food that doesn't consume you, that's intuitive. My meal plans and my information that I put out there is a stage to help people get their footing and help them I just better check the time, get their footing, get reorganized and rebalanced, and then reconnect with your intuition to be able to eat at times that serve your body, your mind, your soul, to make choices and do things that are yours and no one else's. That's the main end goal of grounded nutrition, is to give you the confidence and the tools and the empowerment so you can spread your wings and you don't need me anymore. I want to be the bridge to gap your worlds together. So there is the old world, where you are sick, tired, not feeling good, you're negative, you're scrutinizing yourself, you're focusing on the problem, and there's a new world, the clear and the fog that we talked about at the beginning. I, Whitney Page from Grounded Nutrition, want to be that bridge that helps you walk from your old world into your new world. Once you're in your new world, we may need each other to for accountability purposes or just for inspiration and for fun. But at the end of the day, you trust you. I want to help you learn how to trust yourself again. Okay. So what we just talked about, the current approach that I would say most people take if you're here and you are needing this kickstart, is why you don't feel comfortable in your own skin. It's why you feel like your body is working against you. How many people, raise your hand, feel like you're constantly at battle with your body? If you're getting acne, if you have autoimmune issues, if you have weight issues, if you have food issues, it's like you're constantly battling against your body, and you never feel like it's on your team and you're one unit. It's like, it's people with anxiety, depression, all of these things. It's challenging. And the approach that most people take, that you might have taken or are taking, is why you're not able to get consistent results, where you are living in that trusting place with yourself because you're still searching. And I'm here to offer you that platter where I can say it's okay to put your guard down. You don't have to be in defense mode anymore. You don't have to be searching ravenously for answers. I'm here to hand you back your power. I am here to support you, give you guidance, and healthfully and nurturing you to get to a place where you feel good again. That's all my job is. So to achieve these goals, and I'm not going to get too deep into this, I've created the grounded lifestyle. And that is the holistic approach to health. And when we focus on our holistic, when we focus on everything together, and we can kind of tick some different boxes, you will literally watch your life change before your eyes. It's magical. So getting away from quick fixes and fads really is the answer. Prioritize, which we talked about in the day 3 video this week. Taking the time to learn healthy recipes, taking the time to do that prep day, taking the time to take that me time, prioritizing yourself in a way that you can start to really recognize how to get the most bang for your buck. For me, it's like I shop for all my juicing produce once or twice a week. I have it in one section in my fridge, and I know I need to make juice every single day, because if I don't, the produce is going to go bad, and I'm going to lose money, and it's going to go in the compost or go to my pig to eat. So I buy enough produce to make my 1.5 liters of juice every single day, and that's what happens. And that's what I've evolved with over the years. That's just one example. Same with frozen fruit. I buy frozen fruit and fill my freezer so I have lots of variety, so I don't get sick of smoothies, because for me, smoothies are a lifeline. They're a quick way for nutrition and energy when I'm on the go, when I have lots going on. They save my life. They don't make me feel bogged down and heavy, and they are what basically allow me to get through my days. So I make sure I have my smoothie ingredients all the time. I make sure I have ingredients in my cupboards that I can make quick, easy meals, grounded meals that my family's gonna like. That's prioritizing. Surround yourself with people who motivate you, inspire you, and want what is best for you. Over the years, I've had many different circles, online and offline, and groups and communities. And about 4 years ago, I created the Inner Circle. And that plus moving to where I currently live were the 2 best decisions I've ever made. The Inner Circle is a group we have about 250 active members right now, always growing. And it is a place where people support each other so unconditionally, like I've never seen online before. It's like a family of like-minded women that are so supportive of each other's journeys, no matter where you're at. And it's so beautiful. And then I've also created a community in person where I feel comfortable to be myself all the time. I don't have to put on any facade or show with my local community. I have my core group of friends. We all have kids similar ages. We all support each other. And it's a really beautiful thing that I have, manifested and created over the years. And I can't say it was always like that. I struggled to have friends for a lot of years because I went through all these different phases of transition where I was angry for a while. I was intense. I was aloof. Like when you're transitioning, you go through all sorts of different phases. And I can finally say I've found a groove for myself, and the Inner Circle community is a huge constant in my life that makes me feel so supported and happy. And I know the members feel the exact same way. So when you get out of your comfort zone, when you make commitments to your health, when you commit to diving into the unknown, to finding something that really calls to you, when you trust that transitioning process, that is when your life goes from feeling like ho-hum, and I know that just there's got to be something that's, whether it's trying to find your purpose, whether it's trying to find your ideal health, whatever it is, when you step out of your comfort zone and make these commitments, that's when your life literally will shift. So the biggest thing is that we talk ourselves out of it. We get scared. We always, New Year's is coming. So how many people right now have the excuse of like, oh, it's the holidays, I gotta write everything off. I did this Kickstart, but I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna eat my turkey, my ham, eat my baked goods, and I'll start over in January. Like, that is just the common thread in our culture, society, the mainstream thinking that we were brought up in. And I have to say, I got to call you out on that, because I've been able to get through birthdays, holidays, all of these things without having that mentality. And I used to have it, where now I can find versions of whatever it is that I need to fulfill me, whether it's a baked good or a relationship, whatever. I can find a version of that that's going to benefit me and not steal from me. I can eat a cookie that's going to both satisfy me emotionally and physically and not make me feel guilty and ruin my entire health goals that I have. So there's those two options. You can choose to get through December making choices that either fill you up or completely knock you down and just force you to live in a world that you hate. It's your choice. Every single day, every single moment of every single day, you choose how you feel, what goes into your body, and what, you know, your next step is. So you have to understand that it takes time, it takes consistency. If you're still struggling, I get it. You know, it's hard in our world. It's hard in our communities. It's hard to stick out like a sore thumb sometimes. It's hard to be the person that's drinking water when everybody's drinking beer. You know, and again, it's about balance in your own world. It's not about drinking water for the rest of your life. It's about transitioning through stages to fill your cup in a way that, yeah, I think you get my point, I hope. I hope you're enjoying yourself still. So let's get into some discounts, deals, and different things like that. So if you could have me, my meal plans, my information, my inspiration, my education, that community, that support, that accountability 24/7, wouldn't you want that? Especially for such a cheap price. So what I created last year, about 30 weeks ago, so in 2017, I created the grounded meal plans to add on to the Inner Circle community, so people could have these meal plans every single week coming to their inbox, and now will also be coming to their Facebook Messenger if they want it. So let's head over. Let me exit this screen and let's head over to a few things. So I'm going to quickly check the chat box. Do we have any? All right, if there's any pressing questions, I will address those soon. Thank you for everyone that's still sticking around. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen with you and show you a little more about the grounded meal plans. So we're going to share this screen here. Exit that. So this is the grounded meal plans. So for the next little while, you can get 25% off the premium or the basic membership. So I'm going to go into that right away. So we have, just like the Kickstart, I email a plan every single week. I'll show you one here. So this is a trial plan. This is this week's plan. So here's a trial plan. It has the breakfast smoothie, how many servings. It's just like the Kickstart. It has a salad, it has a dinner recipe, and then it has a weekly treat that makes enough to last you for a treat. Is every single day of the week that you can just store in the freezer. And this is sent out weekly. We just sent one out this on Wednesday. They normally go. I sent it actually yesterday, which is this plan. And oops, that's not what I want to go to. So we're always adding new recipes. We are always tweaking it. We're always checking in with our Inner Circle members to get feedback. The thing with the premium membership is you get access to our full Inner Circle, which I'm going to show you has a bunch of other perks. So that's just the meal plans. When you get the premium membership with the Inner Circle, you also get the group support, which when this Kickstart is over, at the end of the weekend, we'll jump back into our Inner Circle support group, and all our support, Christine, myself, and then we have another nutritionist, Robin, who supports our community over there. And then the Kickstart page will go dormant until and if we do another free challenge. And then we also have monthly live hangouts. We have videos, and it's just going to keep getting better. We have huge plans for 2018. Now that my toddler is growing up a little bit and I'm not so full into and so fully consumed with my child, I'm able to work a little bit more. We have big plans for 2018. So we have big hangouts, just like we're doing tonight on certain topics. We do that monthly. So that's a premium membership. And so for a really limited time, when you use the coupon code KICKSTART, you can get 25% off, which equals out to, for everything I just said, the Inner Circle membership, the weekly plan coming to you. If you get the premium membership, which you pay for annually upfront, it's $2.87 or $2.87 a week, which is $1.49 Canadian, which is even less American. That's for having unlimited access to me and my team, my meal plans. You get all the previous meal plans, all the 30 weeks prior to what I just sent. You get access to those. You get access to a bunch of cleanses that I've done. It's pretty amazing. I'll show you here quickly. So on top of the weekly meal plans, you get cleanses, which we do as groups in the Inner Circle. And then there's also the basic membership, which is on sale for $14.96 Canadian a month, which again is a lot less American. You get the meal plans sent to you every single week, plus the manual that comes with that. So you don't get the Inner Circle, you don't get all the previous meal plans, you don't get all the other bonus material. So here's the link for that to join. Let me just see, that's going to be hard for me to, I'll post that link in a minute in the comments section. I can quickly do it in the chat box here. No, I can't. Okay, that's okay. It's groundnutrition.com/grounded-meal plans if you do want to sign up. Once you get to the form, so once you click it, and please stick around because I'm doing a giveaway right away, like in 2 minutes. So use Kickstart, all lowercase, I believe, to get the discount. So 25% off, you get $149.25, and then you can sign up and you're locked in for the year. So you get access to me for the year, the Inner Circle for the year, all the past meal plans, all the upcoming meal plans for the year, all the changes that are going to be made next year for under $3 a week. It supports Ground Nutrition so it can keep going, so we can keep doing these free challenges. It's one of the best investments you can make in your health ever. It's transformed so many people's lives. It's boosted their confidence. It's a powerful, powerful tool that I wish I had. And the reason I created it was because it was something that I needed when I was making these transitions and I didn't have it. So it was my gift back to the world when I really discovered it was something that was so needed in our world. So all you have to do is click that and it will take you to the sign up sheet. and you get the 25% off. You can also, get it with just a membership. So if you just want to try it for a month, the basic membership is just to go monthly. You'll get 4 weeks worth of meal plans coming up. So if you're coming out of this Kickstart and you're like, yeah, I like that. I want some more recipes. I want to keep going. I don't really need Whitney in my face all the time. Then the basic membership is for you, because it just gives you the email with the meal plan, and then you're set for the week. And that's a really good option too. So it just really depends what you're looking for. If you're looking for that support and accountability, then definitely go premium. If you're looking for just inspiration around food, then try basic, and you can always upgrade to the premium whenever you feel like it. So let's share back here. So I'm going to announce the prize giveaway, and then I will either pick a winner now or right after we're done, just so everybody can get a chance to enter. So if you're still sticking around, let me open here. So we have 22 people live on Facebook, 23, and I think we have 12, on. So your chances are high. If you're live, you are eligible to win. I filled an Amazon cart with a bunch of my favorite kitchen utensils and tools that I like to use. Things like a magic bullet, and the winner, I will consult with you. And if you already have a few of those things, I'll let you check out the cart first. We'll make your own unique Amazon gift basket, and then I will send it directly to your house. So my favorite ceramic knives that I use, the lemon squeezer that I use, a spiralizer, just things that normally we don't buy for ourselves, stainless steel straws, stuff like that. So I've created a Amazon gift basket that I will send right to you. So if you are still alive and you want to be entered to win the gift basket, all you have to do is comment. Let's think of something creative. What's something fun? I want you to comment on the page, sign me up. And I will enter your name to win the Amazon gift basket. You can be wherever. I think Amazon ships all over the world, I'm pretty sure. We're good. So Christine, Neil, myself, we're here to be entered to win the Amazon gift basket. Comment, sign me up. I will take a screenshot of the chat. So Trish is signed up. Let me get the link for you, Trish, to sign up. Okay. So here you go to everybody. Here's the link for the access to the premium or basic membership. Click that. And then when you join now, use Kickstart, all lowercase, and it will give you the discount. Like I said, if you're in the US, it's way cheaper even than it is in Canada because of our exchange rate right now. And it's a steal of a deal. Like I said, it's under $3 a week to literally transform your health and support a small family business. And Trish says it's $116 US. So that's for a year membership. You really can't go wrong, I have to say. It's pretty powerful stuff. It's, like I said, only getting better. The people that have joined most of the group have been there since the day I opened the doors in 2013, I think I did, or 2014. It's that awesome that you don't want to miss out and you just stick around year after year because there's so much value piled into that group. It's where my heart and soul goes. And it's the best place. I literally just love it. Okay, so we have Faye and Judith and Jana, Trish, Kelly, you're signed up. So you guys are all entered to win I can try to pick a winner while we're live. Let's see who we got. We got Dee on Facebook, Joan, Linda, Baljeet, Sandra, Nikki, Chantel, Manaline, Kristen, Isabel, Bev, Leslie, Karamia, sorry if I'm pronouncing your names wrong, Lily, Roxanne, Heidi, Sandy. You guys are signed up to win the Amazon gift basket. Thank you, Jessica. I really appreciate that. And like I said, our little family of people it's so cool to be able to support everyone through all their different, it's not just about food. You know, one of our members' dog is dying of cancer, and she posted, and just to see how supportive everyone is, and to have, you know, we have a few men in the group. It's mainly women. We have some women that are more mature and, you know, in their 50s, 60s plus. We have a lot of young moms. We have, you know, it ranges, and we have myself, which is a young mom. We have Robin, who is in her mid-30s, doesn't have children, and lives a lifestyle on Vancouver Island to support people. And we have Christine, who is in her 50s, who also doesn't have children, and we all have a different perspective and take. We do monthly calls where we support each other. And you can come on and we discuss certain topics that are, you know, burning questions and that are hot topics in the group, and we get to the bottom of them, and we dive into, you know, the food aspect, the spiritual aspect, the emotional aspect. It's not a religious group. It's not a political group. It's good old fashioned fun and support. And, you know, what you see is what you get. I don't like to sugarcoat things. I don't like to be somebody that I'm not. The reason I shave my head and I do what I do is because I like to be real. And it just, for me, it feels good. I'm not saying people that have hair are not real. I'm saying that for me, this is my real, and I just want to help you find your real. So let's see if we have anything else to go through here. There we go. So like I said, one second. That's not what I want. So like I said, there's premium membership, there's a basic membership. If you have any questions on how to sign up, welcome to the family, Trish. I'm so happy that you signed up. I'm glad your knee pain went away and that you had so much energy, and I'm so excited that you are joining us. So once you'll get an email, and it will prompt you to access the Facebook group, and I will accept you into there, or Christine will. I'm on Facebook jail right now, but we'll do our best to get you in there. So that's great. I'm glad you've been telling people. That tends to happen is once you start to really make these changes, you want to shout it off the rooftops. So all you guys have to do is go to the Grounded Meal Plans page, which is groundnutrition.com/grounded-meal plans. And we'll be posting in the group. I'll send you a couple emails or messages just to give you a reminder. And you can get 25% off, which is basically $50 off the premium membership. So it's $149 Canadian or $116 American. And then, or just a monthly membership, you can get $14 Canadian, probably $10 American a month for weekly meal plans with all these grounded recipes that you got to try this week. We're constantly creating new ones. We have lasagnas, taco salads, all amazing smoothies and bowls and all awesome stuff. So quick FAQ. The meal plans are just like the Kickstart. They are gluten-free, soy-free, and vegan. There is definitely ways that you can tweak them and adjust them to serve you better. People in the Inner Circle group, not everyone is vegan, not everyone is gluten-free, and not everyone is soy-free. If you want to add, say, tofu to a meal, if you want to add meat to a meal, it is possible. You can ask questions and we will help you to make any necessary tweaks if you're allergic to something or anything like that. The benefit of having the premium membership is that you have access to us like that to ask those sorts of questions and substitutions. When you have the premium membership, you get access to the group, and welcome Heidi to the group. I just got the email notification. And if you're really busy and unable to cook, we have prep guidelines. And Christine's husband works 12-hour shift work. Robin's husband works in Vancouver and commutes back and forth. And my husband works from home and locally at our office space where I am right now. So all three of us have really busy lives. I have a busy toddler. We do lots of meal prep and teach you how to do that. If you have 2 jobs, if you have, things going on, it's totally possible to do this. You just need to ask for help to figure out, if you're struggling and you're feeling defeated, ask for help and we'll give you tips and suggestions on how to make it work for you. Whether it's just making a pot of beans or, a food that you really like, and starting there. This isn't an all or nothing thing. It's something to find your groove so you can transition at a pace that works for you. Guys, if you're still sticking around, put sign me up and I will enter you to win the Amazon gift basket. So all these comments are going to be saved, and after either tonight or tomorrow morning, I will post the winner of the thing and of the Amazon gift basket, and we will send that. And then the winner for, if you commented on the daily videos, if you haven't done that yet, go do that, because I'll be giving away on Sunday or Monday, probably Monday. I need a day of rest after this big week. I'll be giving away a 1-year premium membership to somebody that commented on the daily posts. So, and if you win that, I'll refund you if you already signed up. So if you sign up and then you have complete buyer's remorse, message me within 30 days and I'll give you a refund. No questions asked. If you don't think it's going to work for you, if you check it out and you're just like, this isn't what she said it was, but trust me, it is. It's even better than what I say it is. I'll give you a refund. I've given a couple over the years, not many. And it's usually people that just didn't try it. They signed up and then never tried it. So if you dive in, you will get every penny's plus worth. And if you get the premium membership, you get all previous meal plans and cleanses. I was going to show you quickly, and then we're going to wrap things up. So I'll just share this quickly here, and I'll answer any questions. So here was the resources page. So these are past Vibrant Living cleanses. I'll also put the Kickstart ebook in here, so you can have access to the full ebook. We have a 21-day raw food cleanse, and you just click the button and download it. I sell this for $49 on my website, which is free in the Inner Circle premium membership. So a 21-day cleanse. And you know what? It wasn't even supposed to be in there. I accidentally put it in there and I just never got rid of it. So my gift to you. So a full ebook with a full meal plan, 100% raw food if you want to do a 21-day raw food cleanse, full meal plan, shopping list, just like the Kickstart. So there's things like that. There's other 5-day cleanses. They're just like the Kickstart. I just changed the name and switched a few things up. We have 7-day challenges where you just include 1 meal per day. So if changing your whole diet's overwhelming, I have like a dinner challenge where you can just add 1 dinner recipe. I have a smoothie challenge or a juice challenge where you just add 1 thing to your already existing day or swap out something that you're doing. I have a bunch of these amazing recipe cheat sheets, which are so cool. So for instance, there's salad dressings, spice blends. I want to find one that's really cool. Easy lunches. Take me to party salads. That's a fun one Christine made. She compiled these a couple years ago. And we should do another round of these because they're so cool. You can print them out and have them, you know, to have with you, but they're just quick little recipes that you can throw together. These are all, you know, really good party salads. So that's one thing you get. A bunch of videos, and I have to say in 2018, Whitney with Hair, 2018, we will be doing another round of these. So I have a bunch more of these that didn't make it to this version of our membership that I need to fix, but they all are in the file section in the Facebook group. But yeah, so different topics: hydration, dealing with fatigue, failure and overwhelm, more info about raw foods. So that's some videos. I have some really awesome ebooks. So this is all included in the $114 US price or $149 Canadian price 1-year membership. You get access to all of this. I know, it's amazing. We have PDFs. So we have like my Fun 4 PDF, which is the rule I live by for my diet. We have a tracker, we have a mantra challenge, we have more info about things. So, and then all the archived meal plans week by week that you can access. So there you go. That's all included in your membership. So let's go and answer any questions. So if you want to sign up, all you have to do is go to groundednutrition.com/grounded-meal-plans. If you're still on the call and you haven't already commented, sign me up. Do that so you can get entered to win the Amazon gift basket. So if you're in the US, it will go on your credit card as US dollars, but you'll be charged Canadian when you sign up. So it's going to be $149 Canadian when you sign up, and it won't do the change. But once you're charged on your credit card, it'll be in US dollars. Yeah, if that's confusing for anyone. So let me just scroll back. I'll answer some questions, see if there's anything we're missing. And then in 4 minutes, we will wrap up the night, and I'll get home to my little baby so I can put her to bed. So, sorry, I'm just scrolling through some questions. If you're already signed up and you're due to renew on a lot of people are due to renew on the 26th or 27th, it will automatically process for the same price you signed up for on your renewal day. So I'll send an email to anyone that's already a previous member. When your membership's due to renew, you'll get a reminder, and you can either cancel or continue going at the price that you've signed up for. If we have a cheaper price available and you want to renew, you can definitely do that as well. So you do need a credit card to sign up. You can do email money transfer if you have to, or PayPal if it's completely impossible for you to do credit card. But we do take any major credit card, and that is definitely the ideal way to sign up. So like I said, US won't convert until you see your credit card statement. You'll be paying for Canadian the $149.25 or 14, whatever it is for the monthly. If you guys, cool. All right, so we got 20 people live still. If you haven't already commented, sign me up in the comments. Do that so I can sign you up to win the Amazon gift basket. If you haven't joined our inner circle, our premium membership, also sign yourself up for that. It's groundednutrition.com/grounded-meal-plans. You get 25% off. And I think that wraps it up. I hope you enjoyed the presentation. I had really fun a lot of fun diving into these topics deeper with you. I hope you wasn't too much information or overwhelming. I know I can tend to overdo it a little bit in that department. I hope it was inspiring and you learned something. And I'll be active in the Facebook group, Christina and I, for the weekend. We'll leave the page open and access to the daily videos and worksheets for the next week. And the sale will be going, and then we will close that down, and our focus will go back fully to the inner circle. Welcome, Sandy. So excited to have you in the group because you've been around for a long time. It's really awesome that you decided to join us. So we have some familiar faces, some new faces joining. I'll email you. You'll have, if you are on the fence and you're not sure what's going on, either email me, message me, ask now. If you don't know what you're signing up for, we can recap that for you. You can watch back on the recording. You can watch the whole presentation again and then sign up. It's really up to you. Trish, that's amazing. She just said it's a Christmas present to herself. And Kelly's going to come back to the group. That would be amazing. Kelly has triplets, and we had so much fun with her in the group. You won a Vitamix from us last year, didn't you? Okay, guys, so I'm going to close up and wrap things up. I appreciate every single person that stuck with me for this week. I have my chili and my cornbread is both in the freezer, and Neil ate leftovers. We both ate leftovers tonight. So we'll get to that this weekend, and I'll try to post some more pictures, and we'll give you a glimpse of what next week's meal plan looks like for anyone that just signed up. Once you get in the Facebook group, I will post next week's meal plan so you can download it this weekend and have access to that. It's easier for me to do it in Facebook than to email it to you. But next week, next Wednesday, you'll get the new meal plan. And you'll see who won tomorrow or tonight, I'll tally everyone up and pick the winner, unless you want me to do it right now. What do you guys think? Should I do it right now? We got, I gotta like put everybody in a hat. So I can't, because I don't want to just randomly pick a name, because that wouldn't be very fair. So let me put everybody into like a random number draw. I have all your names now. I'm gonna just take a quick screenshot of all these comments quickly and everyone that's stuck around, so I can add you guys to the name. And I have access to that. So we're all good. So I will, sorry, Sandy, okay, I lied. I can't pick it now because it's going to take me too long to put everyone's name into the draw. I didn't realize there were so many. Are the recipes sent the same way or all at once? All at once. That is a great question, Leslie. The recipes are sent all in one ebook for the week. So I can show you that actually, just so you can see what I mean. What's this? This is my meal plan, week 7 recipes. Okay, so let's go like this. So you get the meal plan like this. And then it has a shopping list. It has prep guidelines. It has recipes. So chocolate muffin is a treat recipe that week. You'll make it and then you can store it in the freezer. And then it has all 5 days of recipes included in the ebook. So you can just download that right to your phone and access it every single week. It comes every Wednesday. All right, so the Facebook group, you'll get an email, Sandy, that gives you the link, but it's the Ground and Nutrition Inner Circle to go join the group once you've become a member, but you'll get an email that will prompt you to join there. So check your email, check your spam if you haven't got a welcome email from me yet after you signed up. If anybody is having a hard time signing up, just send me an email message and I will help you out to do that. But cool. Thank you guys for tuning in. And I really need to get home. I can feel my child needing me. So I will see you guys around and see you in the group. Yeah. Okay. Bye.